So we've got the all-new Amazon Fire TV versus the Amazon Fire TV Stick. The question is, which one's going to be good for you? Remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell if you're new and want to be notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you are interested in any of the best and latest deals on devices, whether that be smartphones, Android boxes, tablets, laptops and PCs, etc., and also some great deals on some of the best VPNs, please check out the video description below. All the information will be left there. If you can hear a really annoying alarm in the background, I do apologise. Someone's car's been going off for about 20 minutes and I'm gonna punch somebody. So right, so we're gonna get straight to the comparison between the all-new Fire TV dongle 4K diamond encrusted box thing, of course, compared to the Amazon Fire TV Stick. Nice and simple, we know exactly what it is. The question is, what is this and how does it compare to this? I did do a full review on this Fire TV a couple of days ago. If you wanted to go and check that out, I will leave that linked here. So we're led to believe that Amazon are aiming with this one to go into the mid-market compared to this one, which is the right at the lower end. And then, of course, the Fire TV box at this moment in time is at the top. Again, so we're led to believe. Whether performance actually shows that, we'll wait and see. Now, of course, we are led to believe they are bringing out another new product, kind of like a cube, which is going to go right in at the top end and compete with this, and I would imagine will be better than this. So really, it's going in to compete with the likes of the Xiaomi Mi box. So it's a sort of mid-range product in terms of price, and you're getting a sort of mid-range performance. Both have very nice interfaces. One has Android TV, one has obviously Fire OS. Very easy to use, we get that. But enough of the Xiaomi Mi box, that's a comparison for another video. This one, we're talking about the Fire TV Stick, because a lot of you guys probably do have a Fire TV Stick at the moment, and you're not sure whether you want to upgrade to this one, or of course the Fire TV box, which is still being sold in some places. Some places it's out of stock, but some places you can still get it. I did do a review on the difference between the dongle and the Fire TV box. If you want to go and check up here, I will leave that video linked. Very interesting to see how it performs, compare. We look at specs, benchmarks, etc. But today, of course, like I said, it's the stick. So first we're going to look at the actual design. So both a similar size. The dongle is slightly bigger, as you can see, compared to the stick, but it is a fairly similar size there. Of course, the stick doesn't have anything with it. It's just you plug it into the TV, and of course the dongle goes in this weird hanging sort of thing, which I'm not a massive fan of. But of course, like we know, does that just stick into the TV and stay there without any cables? No, of course it doesn't. The cable comes down from the micro USB slot there, and the same rule applies for this dongle. It has the micro USB slot there, and then that way it will then work. Now, of course, one of the negatives about the Fire Stick, it doesn't have any ports on it. There's no USB, you can't plug any Ethernet cable into it, you can't plug a card into it for expandable storage, which of course is a good thing about the dongle, because of course this dongle has, of course, loads of different ports. It doesn't have any ports either. Amazon, what are you doing? What I don't. This is one thing I really don't get about this product. It's coming in at that sort of, in terms of media streaming devices, it's you know, it's a mid-range, mid-expense product, and you're trying to compete with the likes of the Xiaomi Mi box, for example, similar sort of price. That one has. Oh, stop breaking, microphone.
That one has.
That one, of course, has a micro SD card slot. It has a USB port, so you can obviously plug in and use a wireless remote, for example. And of course, you can use expandable storage. This one only comes with 8 GB of storage, and that is it. That's all you can use. You might be able to get an adapter to use Ethernet, but it should really just come with it. You should be able to plug it straight into the Ethernet. You should be able to have expandable storage, in my personal opinion. And I know you'll say, yeah, but the stick doesn't have any of those things either. And you're right, but then the stick's worth £40. That's worth 70. So I feel for £30 more, you should have more function. So now, in terms of specs, we're going to take a quick look at the comparison. So Fire TV Stick, in terms of price, we'll start with $39.99. The all-new Fire TV is $69.99. So you're paying an extra, good maths here, £30. Supported resolution, so up to 1080p HD 60 frames a second for the Fire TV Stick. Of course, you get the 4K bump up on the all-new Fire TV, and it has HDR support, which in general would allow for sort of richer, more realistic colours, and obviously that really high clarity. In terms of the HDR, it's HDR10, which although is good, is not the higher quality Dolby Vision HDR standard. Alexa voice remote on both. Quad-core processor, 1.3 GHz on the Fire TV Stick, 1.5 on the Fire TV. Memory, 1 GB of RAM on the Fire TV Stick, 2 GB on the all-new Fire TV. Internal storage is exactly the same, both have 8 GB. I would expect to have seen more on the new Fire TV, but it's the same. Audio, you've got Dolby Audio on the stick, and you've got Dolby Atmos on the all-new Fire TV. Now, of course, we have mentioned already that there is a real lack of content available to use it, but it is there nevertheless. Both have dual-band Wi-Fi, and they're both compatible with the Amazon Ethernet adapter. So in terms of performance, in terms of the interface, everything looks exactly the same. If you've used a Fire Stick before, it's going to work exactly the same. You're not going to have any problems. It is slightly more lag-free than the Fire Stick. It's not a massive improvement in terms of that, but it is a slightly better performance. And this is, of course, backed up in the benchmark. So if we just look at the benchmarks first, on your screen is the benchmark score Antutu for the Fire Stick. And then, of course, the second benchmark test is, of course, for the new 4K dongle. So as you can see, the Fire Stick was in the 20,000s. The new Fire TV dongle is in the 30,000s. So there is a bump up in performance. It is better. It's not, honestly, it's not a great deal better. So you will find it better for streaming and playing games and things like that, but not a massive amount. And again, a similar sort of performance to the Xiaomi Mi Box, which is also in the 30,000s for those raw benchmarks. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about these two products, whether you have the Fire TV Stick at the moment and you're going to upgrade to this one, nearly poked my eye out, or whether you don't think the actual improvement is enough in order to shell out the extra, £70 on a new one, or whether you prefer jumping from that to the Fire TV box instead of the Fire TV 4K dongle. Also, if you have purchased the Fire TV dongle, let me know in the comment section below what you think of it, so that, again, this may help some of the other viewers that are potentially looking to buy it. Like I said, check out the video I did comparing it to the Fire TV box, and I will hopefully be doing a video on comparing it to the Xiaomi Mi Box as well. I also have a full playlist of video reviews on Android TV boxes, which I'll leave linked here as well. It's basically a series I've been running to see which is the best product basically around for you guys in terms of price and performance, trying to find a happy medium. Of course, I will be adding the different Amazon products and, of course, the Xiaomi Mi and other ones that I haven't added already that I have done reviews on. They'll all be going onto that list so that you can see exactly how every single product benches, and not benches as in gym, because if they can do that, then I definitely want to buy it, because having an Android box that can bench press is pretty impressive. Now, of course, you'll be able to see the different benchmark tests and the prices of those products to see which one you might want to buy if you're looking for one. Like and share if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful. Subscribe and hit that little notification bell next to it if you want to be notified every time I post a video. And I'll see you in the next one. Say ASBYT, peace out.